Let's go. Really appreciate you guys. Hope you got your libation going. We're going to talk about this. Let's continue to grind and shine. All right. Topic: should the Dallas Cowboys add a veteran on this defense? The Dallas Cowboys are just over 2 months away from their first game of the season. As a result, over these next months, Dallas will most likely be looking to bolster their roster. You guys know that last season, the Dallas Cowboys was arguably considered the worst in the NFL on the defensive side. By week 6, Dallas allowed a combined of 218 points. That's 36.33 points allowed per game. They signed key players like safety Keanu Neal and safety Damontae Kazee. Additionally, they drafted 8 defensive guys in the 2021 NFL draft. However, one thing that could improve on this defense is adding a veteran to this roster. The Cowboys don't have one player on the defense with more than 7 years of experience in the NFL. There's still a couple guys out there, big name players, that have yet to be signed, including defensive tackle Geno Atkins, Kewan Short, and Jarrell Casey. Y'all let me know what you think. Let's go. Turn me up. Yeah. Bring your cups up, baby. Let's go. All right, Cowboy Nation. Good morning to all of you all that's here. I got about a couple of minutes with you all, and I just wanted to bring that topic up. Should the Cowboys, that's the operative word, bring in a veteran guy, especially on the defensive side of the coin? Everybody know that defense wins what? Y'all can post it in the chat box. And we know that we absolutely need that. And what's alarming to me is the experience. Everybody know that I always say that a new broom can sweep the floor good, but that old broom can get those corners. So you got to be cognitive and understand that old broom, you need it. You do. Now, we are looking at this team as it relates to the 2021 season and saying, okay, if we can just start off a little bit better than last season, right? There was no training camp last season, right? There was a new system, a new philosophy being implemented. And it was horrible for us to try to ingratiate our thoughts, our mindsets to that. Shout out to you, Mac. Appreciate you for jumping in. Thank you as well, Jonathan. Appreciate you for being part of the show. And Jay Lombardi. I see our sack leader being number 94. Yeah. I really do see him being one of the sack leaders. I think that he will get his double-digit sacks. We've been needing that. We've been looking for that too. Shout out to you, Dwayne. What's good? Appreciate you, man. Thank you for all what you do for the channel. And Charlie, thank you for being part of that questioning there, answering that question, defense win championship. So it's a simple question. It's a flat out a simple question. Should the Cowboys bring in a veteran? And it could not be just to say, okay, I'm bringing in a veteran just to bring in a veteran. No. You got to do your evaluation, but it's a conundrum piece as well. Shout out to you, Jay. Yes, we're back. Yeah, Quest for 6. Yeah, starts now. So my thing is, when we look at everything, Cowboy Nation, when we think about it, and we say to ourselves, all right, are we just going to bring guys in just to hush? No. You bring guys in to evaluate. But on the flip side of it, we got to say to ourselves, it's a conundrum. Because on one end, you bring in a veteran guy, it's going to take away from the guys that's already on this team. Let me know if I'm lying. And then on the other end of it, you bring in, if you don't bring in a veteran guy, you may be running out there with people with less experience. Now, far as KZ, Basham, as well as Keanu Neal, those guys, yes, I'm looking for them to do something for this team, especially Keanu Neal. Although the article said that he's a safety, but we know that he's going to play that will linebacker role. And in some packages, they might kick him back outside. They're not going to give us all of the sauce. I hope they're not, right? So those are things that we have to pay strong and large attention to. Dallas Cowboys Uncensored. If he's not here by camp, I don't want him. Hey, Dallas Cowboys Uncensored, who are you referring to? Is it Jarrell Casey, or are you just speaking in general? Because I agree with what you're saying. I absolutely agree with what you're saying. If the player's not here by training camp, then we really don't want them. That's the conundrum piece itself. It flat out is, because on one end, Cowboy Nation, you'll be looking at it like, all right, cool. We brought in a veteran guy, but it's taking away reps from the unveteran guy, or from the rookies, or from the new guys, or from the guys who still trying to learn their way. And then on the flip side of it, let's say that the person who fought all through training camp, worked out, was making all type of plays. And then after training camp, you just pick up the phone and you call a veteran guy. He walks right in there, and now he got the role. So how that makes the other players feel like, dog, man, we done bust our butts off over here. Yeah, y'all listen to Jordan Carter over there, man. Smash that like button for the brother. Let me see what we have here. In general, any vet that's not here by camp, deuces, basically. Dallas Cowboys Uncensored. Y'all be sure to follow their content and channel. Yeah, that's what we battling against. We got less than 30 days. Look, we got less than 30 days for training camp, and we got less than 100 days before football kickoff. Time go by quickly. And I tell people all the time, it's better to be prepared for an opportunity and not have one than to have the opportunity and not be prepared. So this Dallas Cowboys, they can't use the same old excuse that they had last season. Oh, we was not ready. We wasn't ready. No, you got to figure out how to be ready, because this world is equivalent to what we seen last year. It do not care. It do not care what goes on in your day-to-day activity. It don't. The world continued to spin. Somebody got in the car wreck last night. Somebody woke up late for their job interview, right? Somebody missed their appointment. The world has continued to spin. Elena says we need to start fast and physical. Let's speak upon that. Fast and physical. When you plan fast, a lot of times that comes from what? Experience. When you're trying to learn something, for example, for those who out there that do the little two steps, when you're trying to learn the two steps, or whatever rhythm or whatever dance move you're trying to pick up and learn, first you start off stumbling. First you start off not sure of the next rhythm or the next move. Just jazz with me, baby. But when you're seasoned, when you're a veteran into this thing, and you know the grooves, you know the soft spots, you know when to pick up your feet, and you know when to slide, and you know when to be on beat, baby. All of these things come with time, rhythm. Newsflash, Cowboy Nation. The defense operates within the same confines of what I'm just talking about. The Buccaneers, as dope as they were last season, they had to get on page. They had to get into the groove as it relates to their defensive side of the coin. That's why I tell a lot of people it's better to be on pace or on the same page with your defense on the latter part of the year. You don't want to start off hot now, right? We don't want to be here like, man, this defense is hot as all get out right now in July in the off season. You don't want to hit your peak. Oh, you don't want that defense to be lights out in September, right? No, 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 no. You want that defense unless you the 2000 Ravens. And I ain't finna put out here and say that the Dallas Cowboys are that team. Y'all know Law is not going to sit out here and lie to kick it. But you want that defense to come along, be on the same page. Ain't this right, Dro? Ain't this right? Good morning to you. I hope you got your coffee. Yeah. Yeah. Jordan Carter, Dak and those boys got to put points on the board early and ease the pressure on our young defense. This is Jordan Carter. JC. Yeah, I have no rebuttal to that. I'm with the belief that Rain Dakota Prescott, Kellen Moore, Ezekiel, Elijah Elliott, CD Lamb, as well as Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup, all of those boys on the offensive side. Yeah, we would need our front five to hold it down like 5,000 pounds. But those offensive guys, they got to be efficiency. The efficiency level got to be there. Even Tony Pollard, he got to get it there. When they get into the red zone, money zone, green zone, they got to score. They got to. Go sign Seymour. Appreciate y'all. Check out the new website. It's solo.to/Laws Nation. Check out that site. Shout out to you, Matt. Appreciate you for all your love and adulation for the channel, man. I really appreciate you on that one. So, with that being said, Cowboy Nation, should the Dallas Cowboys bring in a veteran guy? There are still a couple of guys out there, and like one of the other content creators said, Cowboys Uncensored, said that, hey, if they're not here by training camp, then I don't want them. And those are hard, true facts right there. I know it rubbed people the wrong way of saying, hey, the Dallas Cowboys not focus in on the deep. No. But what he's saying is that you don't want Osa. You don't want Ghostin. You don't want who else we got new? I just did a review on one kid. His name at the tip of my tongue. Austin. Yeah, you don't want him or anybody else. Brandon Urban. You don't want all of these guys. And Brandon Urban been here for a while. You don't want these guys to fight all through training camp, and then 2 weeks before training, 2 weeks before the season started, the Dallas Cowboys brought in Keanu Shorts, and I'm sitting there like, oh no. Brought in Geno Atkins, Jarrell Casey. And then what happened when you try to rush people into playing? That injury bug settles in, and all of a sudden that person laid out on the floor like Family Guy. So we don't want that at all. Shout out to you, Ricardo. Appreciate you so much for jumping in. Jay Worthy, to be honest, Law, I really think we should bring in a vet like a Sherman for a one or for our young secondary. Yeah, he'll be that old broom that can get that corner. Now, they would have to, like old guy said, they would have to bring him in. They have to bring him in before this training camp is over with. And I think you was talking about Gilmore. That is it. My thing is with Gilmore, they want trade. They want trade situation with him. They're gonna want something in return, and I don't think these are the truths with the Dallas Cowboys. Just like my previous episode when I did it early in the morning, the day yesterday. The Dallas Cowboys wait to the last minute to make trades, and they don't really believe in trades. They love to say, hey, we love our guys. We like to evaluate our guys. And they're stubborn in a sense because they would go down with the ship. It took us being 3-5 or 3-6 before they picked up the phone and said, okay, all right, y'all won. We need a number one wide receiver. They reached out and they went and grabbed Amari Cooper. It took them to go through a whole bunch of stuff because they were stubborn to say, okay, well, we're going to go with wide receiver by committee. Newsflash, even within the confines of that season, they went tight end by committee. as well. So it was a lot of growing pains. It was a lot of situation, whereas people would say, hey, well, before you pay Dak Prescott, if he's really the number one quarterback, then he should make it work. And I rewind to last season. Y'all saw how Deshaun Watson looked without his number one receiver, right? It's not easy. See, Deshaun Watson went through what Dak Prescott went through in 2018. We just so happened to eventually get us a number one receiver. See, over there in Texan land, shout out to the Texans, though. No ill wills to them. They didn't have a number one receiver. They had a bunch of twos out there. And even that particular receiving core was better than what we started off with in 2018. Jordan Carter says, Anthony get down Brown or for Sherman. No. They're not going to do that one. You know how that goes. Dwight. I'm sorry. The Prophet over here. Prophet. The downside to bringing in a vet, it takes away from the young guys. Yep. Getting the experience. Look at how we did Jarwin for Witten. Yeah. I think we can argue that that's two different scenarios because Witten was already. Oh, I see what you're saying, because they did bring Witten back and they kind of slowed down Jarwin's process of being the number one tight end there. I feel what you're saying, Prophet, but from a defensive mindset, I think that by us not having not one player with over 7 years of experience could be more of a hindrance. And there's another article out there that I can post, and maybe if I had more time, I would be able to post it, or we could talk about it. Like, where would this defense be in the secondary heading into 2021? Last season, there was a lot of growing pains, and it wasn't until like week 7, week 8 until we really, really saw Trayvon Diggs holding it down. So we'll get into details of that too. Witten was already here. This is from him. But he talking about, remember Witten left and then he came back. It was just crazy stuff. But I feel what you guys are saying. Joe, appreciate you for jumping in. Sherman don't want to be a backup. He wants to be paid he don't want to be paid like one. So we'll be fine. The thing is, we can't cater to just one person. We can't cater to just one person, what he want and what he don't want. At this point, the market determines where Sherman will be evaluated at as far as remunerations. And the longer he's on the market, it's just like that house. It's sitting on the market, it goes down. It depreciates. So the Cowboys, as stubborn as they are, they'll wait till that thing. They'll wait it out. They'll stick it out and wait it out. And they might wait to after training camp. This is how they operate. Didn't they do that already last season? Didn't they do that with Griffin? What was his name? Was it Everson Griffin? They waited until, and he came in. And, of course, by us being the Dallas Cowboys alone, we're going to get the hype. We're going to get all of the what we call that, the exposure, and all of the four-ladder network. Tupac, Biggie coming out of the grave going to talk about it. Ashanika, Puka, and Ray Ray going to talk about it. But the problem is that continuity and rapport and all of this stuff, it just wasn't there. And the guys that fought for that spot or role sitting there looking outside saying, oh, y'all just going to give him the position? Okay, cool. Matter of fact, I think that's how Tristan Hill lost his number. People were so ready to say, hey, Tristan, you got to get rid of that number now. Let me know if I'm wrong, Cowboy Nation. Benito says we missed on Earl. Man, that's a crazy booger bear there, right? That storyline would never go away. It's just like the Jamal Adams storyline. Was it a good scenario that we didn't pick up a Jamal Adams, or was it a horrible situation? Was it a situation where thank God we didn't pay all of that money and that conversational piece? Now he's asking for money. I think from the Seattle Seahawks, I don't think that they even got the coins to pay him. So now if he's on the streets, so the Cowboys pick up the phone and say, hey, Jamal, what's good, homie? Because for all I heard this offseason, according to the staffing, is that they're going to try to put Jordan Lewis inside the box, blitz him off the edge. They're going to try to have him as a hybrid role from my readings of Jordan Lewis. Maybe I'll find the link and post that article there. Brian, okay, thank you for the correction. So he was there in training camp after the camp went out to get Carr and HaHa Dix. Oh, we didn't have the formal training camp last season, I believe. We didn't have the Oxnard. So I thought they waited a little bit to get Griffin. But you might be right on that. And Brandon Carr was one of those situations that I was sitting there saying, like, no, don't bring in that used car. Put Donovan Wilson. Show of hands, I got about 2 to 3 more minutes before I have to rock. Shout out to you, Miss Jackie. I really appreciate you as well. But show of hands of the people that already knew that Donovan Wilson was the best safety on this team last season, right? Show of hands. Let me see. Somebody give me a thumb up emoji. Somebody show me something. Show of hands if you believe that you knew that Donovan Wilson was the better safety out there. You know, Elena, yeah. It's like we knew it. It's like sometimes, and I'm not trying to be negative, Cowboy Nation, but sometimes we would see a situation and we'll be sitting there saying, hey, this person's a whole lot better. Hey, give this guy a chance. And then they would just be like, nah. So I wonder. I wonder. Oh, man, we got a whole bunch of hands. Let me give y'all some hands. Jeremy, man, Carrie, Teagle, appreciate you. Charlie, what's up with you, man? You know, we got a lot of hands over here. People knew, like they didn't go to school to be a scout evaluator. Some people didn't even play the sport or the game, but they were sitting there saying, man, put number 37, who's number 6 now, put Donovan Wilson out there. And Alvin said it, you know, gaming says it. QBO 88, lay him straight. He even said Montreal. What's good, man? Robinson, what's good with you, man? Yeah. Jeff Heath. Shout out to Jeff Heath, man. Shout out to Jeff Heath. Like 94 over 58. Yeah. And what point that I was trying to get to is that I believe that if they were to showcase this kid named Bradley Anai, like, come on, put him out there. We seen the Dorrance Armstrong administration. We seen the Rondell Carter. They was starting Rondell Carter. And I was saying, like, come on, put Bradley Anai. But we'll find out, Cowboy Nation. I really appreciate you guys for jumping on this early morning show. We will be back for more information throughout the day. The next film assessment or evaluation will be Trayvon Diggs. Last season, I kind of chopped up majority of his film, and I put that together. So look for that film to be out sometime this week. And let me know. As far as the evaluations of the undrafted guys and some of the guys that we did film reviews on, film sessions on, it's just an overview, because those guys is not set in stone, right? Those guys still have opportunity to grow and develop. So don't look at it when I do the film evaluation for the nation that I'm hyping or I'm pumping up or I'm selling or denigrating or casting aspersions or talking bad about a player. No. This is just from my point of view, from my perspective, and I'm trying to get a gauge on guys, right? So that whenever what happened to them in their career, I can look back and say, oh, I was right on this guy or I was wrong. I'll admit when I was wrong. Marty with the party. What's good with you? $9.99 for your mind. Oh, man, when you make that type of donation to help elevate the nation, you already know. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Let's see what we have here. Please let Armstrong go this afternoon. Free that man. No. We got to see what he would do under Dan Quinn's system. Cowboy Nation, that's all the time that I have for this moment. I really appreciate you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Go Cowboys. Yeah. Drink it up for the brother over here, man. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, good morning to you as well, Tim. Appreciate you. Y'all come together. Let's celebrate. Let's go. We rocking out, baby. Jay Lombardi. Leave him alone. Asmodeus. Let's go. We out. Peace. I'm going to give a shout out to all of you guys on my way out. How about that? I try to be even keel over here. Yeah. Come on. What's up, Kevin? There we go. Appreciate you, Jay Lombardi. Worthy in the house. Appreciate you, my brother. Holding it down for the East Coast, right? Bumping. Yeah. Come on. Cubio. 88. Lay it straight, baby. Ochoa. Sis Tony D. Cowboy fan. That ain't bad, fam. Season prediction. Swayze. We win in the division. How about that? Come on. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Fire and desire. Ron Kirk. Shout out to you, my dog. There I go. There I go. Asmodeus. There we go. What dog's that? Tell him. Sadiqua. Let's go. Really appreciate you, Asmodeus. Appreciate ya. We're going to utilize that in Oxnard. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, Charles. Let's go. We out, baby. Turn me up.